Welcome to Great Gadgets and Gear. This is going to be an unboxing of, obviously, a kitchen utensil set I picked up off of Amazon. This runs, currently, it's $39.99. It's a 40-piece set, so it's pretty comprehensive. There are larger ones, but I like the configuration of the tools that are in this one, which we'll be looking at in a second. I purchased this, it just got delivered today, so I haven't even opened it to check it myself, so we'll be finding out together. I actually got like a $5 coupon, so it cost me like 38 bucks for this thing, which is a little steep for a utensil set, but I wanted to get rid of my mishmash hodgepodge of all different kinds of gadgets and try to streamline everything and get something new in the mix. So let's check it out. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Smearly, I think. Smearly. And it's made in China. Okay, it says 430 top quality stainless steel. That's actually not true. 200 and 400 series stainless steel is not top quality. Actually, the 300 series, 304, for food grade stainless steel is better. These are a lower quality stainless steel. It says they're heat resistant, they are silicone, and yes, it is a comprehensive set. Pretty much about it on the box, so let's check it out. See what we get. Alright, so first one is a slotted spoon. I don't know why this camera zooms in so much on everything, but alright, slotted spoon. Wrapped in plastic. Yeah, I'm going to throw these on the floor because my kitchen counter is a mess right now, full of stuff. So, if that's the stainless steel, yeah, it's really kind of cheap and crappy. Can kind of scratch it with my fingernail. It actually feels like plastic, unless they mean the stainless steel is what's running in here. There is some kind of rigid. The handle feels, it feels hollow. I don't know if it is or not, but it feels like it is hollow. Then it's stiff in here, only up to where it gets into the spoon, and the spoon itself is a very rubbery type silicone. So slotted spoon, regular spoon, same thing. It feels very cheap, like plasticky. From here down though, it does feel like rubberized silicone. Again, it's very, very pliable. See, these are not stiff, hard like plastic. So how they're gonna work in practical use, I guess I'll find out. And then here's your ladle. Again, really, really rubbery. Not the best quality. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like where it snipped off. Yeah, look at it, just came off in my hand there. Not very not very well made. I'm kind of wondering, I'm gonna have to look into this. I think they said it was BPA free. They're all scratched up too already, brand new. BPA free silicone, but man, that rubberiness, I wonder how that would work with really hot stuff like soup and chili and stuff. Again, it's only firm to where it attaches, and then it's all rubbery. Next one is your slotted spatula. Same deal. Rubbery. You can see the finish on that is not too hot. Sorry about my lighting. I'm trying to work out my lighting issues. But there's extra material hanging off here. Like they weren't stamped all the way or cut through, so I might have to do something like that. It's all the way around the edges too. Very poor stamp job on these. I did read the reviews on these and they were mixed. Some people loved them, some people hated them. I can see why. It's a complete set, but yeah, there's some issues with them. For being brand new, they're pretty beat up already. And the rubbery silicone kind of concerns me. Dealing with food, you don't want something that's going to leach off into your food. So that'll be interesting to see. Alright, you got a combination whisk here. Boing, boing, boing. That's funny. Kind of a cheap whisk. It's kind of a huge whisk too, man. If you're in a little bowl doing eggs, that is a huge whisk. All right, then you've got your pasta grabber for your spaghetti. They do have these little open on the ends, so I guess you could hang them if you want to. I don't know why you'd want to though. It's an awful lot of tools to hang. It's still pliable, but a little bit more rigid than some of the other ones. Again, it's going to be proofs in the pudding using them. I don't know if I'm going to do a use video or not, because that's an awful lot of stuff. It'll probably be one really long video. Let's see if I can get this one out of the plastic. Alright, so the tongs. I have several tongs with this configuration where you shut it, pull it to lock it, push it to open it. This is a little rough. And up here, I don't like how the ends are so rubbery. This is a really, really rubbery silicone, very soft silicone. Alright, then you got your, I think this is your vegetable grater, because you got your big slot here, so it'll be interesting. It's very, very cheap, very, very thin. Durability would probably be an issue with this. I'm surprised too. 40 pieces is a lot, but they should have beefed this up a little bit, charged a few more bucks. This is really, really thin. Feels like tin, almost like thick tin foil, like the heavy-duty tin foil. So far, not too impressed. Alright, the piece with the bubble wrap and the extra paper, because it must be dangerous, is the meat tenderizer, which, I don't know if you can see here, there's some stamping chunks taken out of it. Feels pretty sturdy though. This probably feels like the most substantial piece so far. The handle is more rigid. Can't really bend it. So that's actually not bad. You can, I don't know if you can see the lines on there. Yeah, see the lines, the rib lines. So kind of a crappy coating on there, whatever this cheap chrome coating is, but there's that. Next piece is the can opener, traditional can opener. I don't use these anymore, so if I did keep this set, which I don't know, because it's really kind of feels very, very cheap, I would throw this in for camping. I like the ones that go around the edge and just separate the connection from the lid in the can versus cutting into it. That way you don't get the crap into your food. These things tend, even high quality ones, these things tend to break. But the rivet connection here is very weak. It's very cheap, very thin metal. Even the handle itself, very plasticky. Really cheap ass. These are, keep in mind, at 40 bucks, these are less than $1 a piece for these tools. Oh yeah, this is going back. This is horrible. Look at that. That's a garlic press. So not very pinched together. See, if it was pinched together, it'd be a little bit better for that garlic press. But as it stands, it's very, very wobbly. So, yeah, I don't know how you could flare that rivet out to make that work, but yeah, really, really, really cheap, man. But you know, some company needs to come up with pick and choose your utensil set. You know, like maybe separate them out, hire or more expensive ones in one category, different categories and different prices, but to where you could get to a 40-piece set, but have it the pieces that you want and much better quality. Yeah, this is awful. There's a protective plastic coating on this. I'm gonna take it off because the more I look into this, I'm not gonna keep it. Very plasticky, cheap plasticky China feeling. You can see the, I don't know if you can see in there, there's residue still in here of where it wasn't cut all the way, little pieces of plastic sticking out. Yep, not liking this at all. This is really cheap. Nasty. The ice cream scoop probably has the best finish of any of these fake chrome finishes. But again, they just feel really cheap and cruddy. I am not impressed at all by this. You know, not that I was expecting a whole heck of a lot for this price, for this stuff, but I was expecting a little bit better quality than this. This is yucky. Just yucky. Look at it, it's already all kind of mangled, messed up. But really cheap, flimsy stuff. Not liking this set. It's comprehensive, but man, they should have put a little more into the quality of this stuff. Your masher, you know, that's kind of a weird design, I guess. Probably one of the stronger chrome pieces. I'm not even sure what this material really is. But again, there's like material hanging off, rough in spots. Just the handles feel so cheap and plasticky, like, I don't know. I don't know if those things would break if you actually started mashing stuff. Okay, spatula. Well, the rubbery part of the spatula would probably come in pretty handy though for scraping the bowls and stuff. Getting into corners and everything, having that nice flexible versus the really rigid. But again, with the cheap ass handles, I could see that bending. Oh yeah, it's actually moving inside the handle. It's wiggling. Not liking that. Bummer. I was hoping for at least like being able to keep a few pieces. Like this was one I was after. Forget this. This is absolutely horrible. I'm hoping that's coming across. How loose that is. None of these rivets are done well. All this material is, look at it, it's not even in the handle, pushed in the handle all the way. Look at that, it's even separating. Really cheap ass quality. Wow. I would have to say, so far, with all this I've looked at already, I would definitely not buy this. I would totally stay away from this. I could not recommend this to anybody. Pair of scissors. I mean, these look like the kind of quality you get over in the dollar store section. Actually, those are the rivet there is actually tight. You can hear them snapping, and the scissors are probably actually the most decent thing about this kit, actually. But again, I can go get those for $1. Old-timey can opener and bottle opener. Bottle openers, I don't know if I think there's still bottles that need openers, but I don't know what the can opener thing, maybe for condensed milk or something. But again, just really cheap, poor quality. You know, as much as I wanted some of the, let me get the last thing out of here. Well, I guess they do want you to hang these in public, which I would never do. They give you a whole bunch of these. If you can see them in their hanging hooks, which I would never hang this. And then it's wrapped up, but it's a stainless steel container to put them in, to display them proudly. And actually the container, again, is probably one of the better pieces. That's pretty sad, though. I could not recommend this to anybody. I was hoping for a little bit more. I mean, not a whole lot at the price point, the number of pieces, and because it came from China. But I've actually bought some stuff from China that wasn't too bad. But yeah, this is absolutely horrible. Just horrible, just cheap. So, again, if you're, I was looking for the silicone though because I bought new non-stick pans and I didn't want to scratch them up. They say I bought the Ninja Shark, or Ninja Foodie from the Ninja Shark company. And they're awesome pans so far. I just got them, so I just started using them. But and they say you can use metal utensils and everything in them, but I have other pans where you can't, so I wanted to get a set of either plastic or silicone. Now that I've done this, I think I'd actually probably go back to plastic because I'm a little nervous about the silicone. You guys let me know what you think. Have you dealt with food grade silicone, and how do you know it's food grade? Is BPA the only thing you got to watch out for? Let me know down in the comments. There's a couple more pieces I'll show you anyways, but again, it's the 304. The stuff is really cheap. It's moving around in the handle, and it's super thin. This is a cheese grater, I don't know. I think the cheese would end up snapping the handle, and then it is a comprehensive set. It's just very poor quality. Very poor quality. You get your measuring cups and your measuring spoons. And this was in the review that I read too. People were complaining about this because the handles are just so flimsy. It's plastic. And they chose to make them so incredibly thin. That is incredibly thin. I mean, just ungodly thin. So yeah, you put a bunch of milk or something heavy in here and who knows. But yeah, these are really cheap. So that's everything in the set. So I guess I would say, well, I don't even know if I could say if you were just starting out and this was your very first set, just to have a starter kit, something to get going on. I don't know if I can recommend it because of the quality, because you're going to spend your money on it and it's going to break or snap or melt. I'm going to have to stick with no. This is definitely a no for this. I'd beware too, there were other ones because I was looking because Amazon is having a lot of shipping problems right now. As a Prime member, this was going to be delayed. They said something like up to 12 days. I'm like, 12 days to pull this? I'm like, okay. And then it miraculously shows up after I said something to them about it. It showed up a day or two later, which I thought was funny. But I'd stay away from these big, huge kits that are super cheap. I guess you're better off going with one nice set with the pieces that you need the absolute most. And if they're missing other pieces, just buy them individually. That way you can get the quality you want. If you guys have bought any utensil sets that are really nice, have some unique features, because I myself, I was looking forward to this for a couple reasons. I needed a new grater, vegetable thing. I needed a new cheese grater. I needed a new pizza cutter. I wanted a meat tenderizer. The pasta thing would be okay. I don't really need the masher, the can opener, quite so many a bunch of spoons and stuff. I really don't need a lot of that stuff. I do have measuring cups and stuff. I just wanted something that matched the kit, but not something this cheap. But like, ice cream scoops and stuff. It's nice when they throw in some really different cool, or like the fish turners, the really long spatulas. Those are really neat too. And it just costs so much to buy them individually, the pieces. I mean, you'd end up spending more than $40 to put your ideal utensil set together. So some company could really clean up in the market if they would come out with a build your own set, and you could set different price ranges or whatever, but to give the customers the freedom to purchase what they actually need and want versus trying to sort through pre-made stuff. But anyways, before I start rambling too long. So I'm going to send this back and move on and try and get another set. I'm going to have to do some more research and some more reviews, which I've done quite a bit while I was waiting for this to come. So I have an idea of some other kits. They're just not as comprehensive, and it's going to end up costing me to replace the stuff that I really want to get. Alright, sorry guys, I was hoping this was going to turn out better than it did, but there you go, buyer beware. You get what you pay for, so. Alright, thanks, take care, see you at the next video. Hopefully it'll be something better.